Okay, Good Friday morning. Well, not Good Friday, but it's Friday and it's morning. It is July 10th, I believe. Yeah. Where are we off to today? Well, today we are off to help a church member. She's a widower, and need to go over there and mow her lawn. And she has a very large piece of property that's, man, more or less heart of the city, to be honest with you. This thing must have been grandfathered in. Well, no, I take that back. Not grandfathered in. Just bought back in the 1970s, something like that, or the 1960s, because she probably has, I don't know, looking at the overhead from Google Maps, looks like she has close to maybe 3-4 acres, maybe more. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, it's a very big piece of property. And so I don't want to get too much into this woman's personal, but you know, lost her husband to Alzheimer's, and as a person who's still able to get out there, you know, myself, and help these people out, and I do it. I mean, I'm retired. I take a couple hours out of my day. Sometimes I take the entire day to help people out. That's what I do. Well, that's what Christians are supposed to do anyways, is help each other out. I mean, I know the church has helped me and my wife out immensely. You know, I mean, I've made mention of it before. I mean, I'm not made of money, and we struggle. And you know, back in 2024, my water heater let go in the middle of the night, and I mean, I could have done without hot water for a month or so if need be, but church bought me a water heater. That was that. That was that. So now I do what I can do for people in the church. Yeah. This looks like it's starting to get cleared. See piles of trees. Yeah, there'll be more houses there probably next week. I know everything's getting crazy everywhere you go. I mean, I honestly can't get over the amount of building in my county. Every time you turn around, it's another 500 homes, another 1,000 homes. And I was just reading yesterday that one of the roads here at Fort Hammer, they've extended it about 2.5, maybe 3 miles. No, it's 3 miles, and they took people's property by eminent domain. Now I don't know how you buy a piece of property and then pay taxes on said property for however long you own it, and then they come along and they say, well, we're gonna need it because we're putting a road in, and too bad. So, and now they want to extend it another, I believe, 8 miles up to Interstate 75 and build another interchange. And then they're proposing in all that surrounding land, they're proposing another 10,000 homes, which is absolutely ludicrous, because there's really no place for 10,000 more homes. Go on. Yeah, we don't have room for more homes. This is all new, past couple of years. Hey, geez, I mean, they're just they're pushing all the wildlife out. They got bobcats and everything in my neighborhood now, and that's okay. I'll take the bobcats because we have an overpopulation of rabbits, and the rabbits are just destroying everything in sight, which is kind of funny. I don't know. So back on track. Too much building, and I'm gonna help some people out, woman out, and what? Yeah. I have never been down this far before. Yeah, you stop, buddy. Yeah. And I'll take care of her lawn the best I can with whatever equipment she has. She has a ride-on mower. I'll do that. Most people must be in line. I know there's a dump around here, so not a dump, a scrap metal yard someplace around here, so. Oh boy. Well, I haven't been down here in like ages. So all right, well, we're almost there. Gotta look for the black mailbox. I don't think that's her address. Nope, it's not. Alright, well, I don't want to dox this woman, so I'm going to let you go, and maybe I'll come back in while I'm doing some mowing. Well, this is the piece of property I just got done mowing. That's the Hustler mower I was using back there. Property is all back there. Camera is all back there. That's a big giant piece. Man, I would love to have it, but it's like $999,000. Too rich for my blood, because it's worth $1 million easy. We got 3.5 acres. I mean, the woman who lives here, the widower, said that before her husband got sick, it was, you know, all clear. It was more or less just pasture on one big field, and, you know, taking care of her husband was a full-time job. I would love to come over here and, you know, cut back some of the shrubbery that's in here. It goes back, probably goes back behind those trees, probably another 25 yards, maybe 30 yards, but it's huge. All this, man, my doggy would love this. And oh, it's fenced on both sides, so you close the driveway gate, and man, you know, you got yourself party central. You could raise all kind of dogs. I asked her about this big sinkhole, and she said this was a pond. And this place is all on well. There's 3 wells on this property. And they used to keep this full, and it was full of tilapia, and they would swim in it. Because it's deep. It's got to be 20 feet deep. Oh, that's a shame. But she said once the water level went down, the birds came and picked up all the tilapia, which is a shame. So anyways, that's it. Doing my thing to help people out that are in need. So, you would never know. You would never know in that direction. 2 miles is a metropolis. A mile that way is a metropolis. And same way over that way. You never know. Alright, I might have some final thoughts. I gotta change my shirt and dust off. I'm filthy. So, I'll give a final thought on the way home. Oh, how about a big thumbs up? So, my final thoughts. I don't know. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I smell bad, I need a shower, I'm covered in debris. You know, big lawnmower like that kicks up all kind of crap. Yeah, I feel good. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna shower, and I am going to do my laundry, and then I will have coffee and start thinking about lunch, because it's 11:59, and by the time I get done with everything I just said, it'll be lunch. And I don't know what we have. Probably not much. Yeah, we got pepperoni. I gotta make a pepperoni quesadilla. Yeah. With some ranch dressing. Because ranch goes on anything. You know, the one thing I really dislike about Florida, I can't say hate, hate's a powerful word, is the length of these traffic lights. Some of these lights, you will sit here for 5 minutes, which is ridiculous. Now, when I rolled up to this, it was red, and it took me a minute before I decided to turn the camera on, and I think we're going to go green now. So, yep, here we go. Let's go, because it's not green forever. Yeah, not green forever, people. Yeah, it's 92 degrees and it's only 11 a.m. so it's gonna be another blazing hot one. We're under some sort of heat advisory for the next, I don't know, a few days. I know yesterday our heat index was 118, and yeah, that's pretty hot. You know, the real feel, 118, man, that's brutal. I think the hottest temperature I was ever in was, back in the mid-90s when I was out in Colorado. I went camping out at John Martin Reservoir, and we went into the town of, I believe it was Lyman, to get ice cream, and we couldn't get ice cream because it was too hot to make ice cream, and the ambient temperature was 120, but seeing where it was the high desert, there was no humidity, which made it bearable. And you know, back then I was drinking NA beer, non-alcoholic beer, and in the 5 or 6 days we were out there, I drank like 7 cases of non-alcoholic O'Doul's. Nope, no sponsorship from O'Doul's, but you know, I just drank a lot, because man, oh man, it was just hot. And I mean, you're trying to get in my brother's boat, you needed to, you know, throw buckets of water on the boat before you could even attempt to get in. It was just bad. And we were at a state-run campground. This is the funny part. You had to bring a glass of water with you into the bathroom, because if you had to do a sit-down, it was a stainless steel seat. It was a stainless steel toilet, and you had to pour water on the seat to cool it off. Otherwise, you were gonna, you know, have a horseshoe imprint of a toilet seat on your backside. You know? So I feel good about myself helping people out. You know, I wish I did this earlier in my life, but you know, we don't know these things when we're young. I don't know what that was about. Forgot to back off the throttle. Power shift. Oh, is that Beach Boys song? Power shift, here we go. Yeah, we're just gonna randomly stab our brake. I just can't get over the amount of traffic that we have. Now I can guarantee you this person in this left turn lane, I bet you they're gonna make a U-turn for Culver's, because boy, they have been jacking us residents up. You get 7, 8 cars in a row and they're just making a U-turn. Nope, he lives here. He lives right here. He lives right here in this first house. Yeah, that's about it. You know, you guys all know the deal. How about a big thumbs up? Peace. God bless.